If you're a woman over 40 and you feel like you're doing everything right, you're training consistently, you're eating well, but you're still not seeing the results that you want, it might not be an effort issue. It might be a recovery issue, because everything related to stress, sleep, overtraining can affect fat loss after 40. And that's why the Restore pillar is so important in my new approach method, because it's not an effort issue and it's not a discipline issue. It all comes down to recovery strategies. First, let's start with sleep. After 40, sleep is not optional, it's foundational, because when you're getting deep sleep, your hormone levels are actually having a chance to reset, your growth hormones are going up, hunger hormones are having a chance to recalibrate, and you're actually getting muscle recovery. If your sleep is off and you're not getting this deep sleep, everything starts to shift. You become way hungrier in the morning, your cravings seem out of control, you're not having a chance to fully recover from your workouts, and your workouts can feel harder. Also, decision fatigue can become much harder when you're not getting your sleep. You can't out-discipline poor sleep. After 40, sleep becomes so much more important, and that's not a sign of weakness. That's just human physiology. But sleep isn't the only factor to this Restore pillar, because recovery is about total stress load. And your body doesn't separate different stress into different categories. Your emotional stress, your work stress, your training stress, and your poor sleep habits all go into the same bucket. And when that bucket fills up, your body goes into protection mode. And when that happens, energy levels drop, fat loss stalls, and discipline feels much harder. Most women after 40 don't have a motivation problem. They don't have the proper recovery strategies. And here's where it starts to get tricky. When you're not seeing results, most women respond by doing more cardio, more intensity, more workouts, and less rest. But you won't get lean from your workouts alone. You start to get lean when you have the chance to fully rest, recover, and heal from those workouts. If your body never has the chance to fully rest, then it won't recover from those workouts, and you won't see results. You'll keep adding to that stress bucket. That's why rest days are so essential for women after 40, and that's where you will finally start to see the fat loss happen. And there's one more thing that can get layered on top of poor stress management and poor sleep recovery, and that is alcohol. And yes, I know a glass or two of wine at the end of the night can feel like stress relief, but alcohol can affect recovery too. It can affect your sleep, it can affect your training recovery the next day, it can increase cravings, and it can also put a pause temporarily on fat oxidation, which means, yes, slower fat loss. Not to mention, it can amplify perimenopause and menopause symptoms. So when your stress bucket is already full, alcohol does not make things better. It can often make things worse. And I'm not saying that you need to eliminate this. Just remember that alcohol does affect recovery. It can affect your sleep and your craving, your training recovery, and everything in between. And when recovery is disrupted, everything suffers, because recovery is an accumulation of all of these factors, not just one single thing. And fat loss doesn't stall because of one single choice. Fat loss stalls when recovery strategies are compromised. So if you're a woman over 40 and tired of feeling tired and tired of seeing no results, look at your recovery. How are you sleeping? How is your training recovery days going? How are you managing your stress? Because after 40, fat loss is not about pushing harder. Your recovery and your rest and your sleep all matter just as much, maybe even more. And this recovery strategy and Restore pillar is just one part of my no BS fat loss approach and my new approach method.